to NBA Now, presented by Prize Picks, Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1 up against the Knicks and the Cavs. Who's going to come out on top and probably lose to either the Spurs or the Thunder, if we're being honest? Did y'all watch last night's game? That was absolutely insane. I am Jeremy Chuggs. I'm stepping in right now for one of our main NBA guys in Jeffrey Cooperstein. He's actually live on our Mavs channel because you didn't see the news. The Dallas Mavericks have officially fired Jason Kidd. He is no longer going to be the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, officially getting rid of all the, stuff, the bad, juju, the bad smoke around that Luka Doncic trade. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Game 1 between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. I'm a WWE fan, so if you didn't see Danhausen, he already cursed the Cleveland Cavaliers. Will they be able to overcome that? They are 7-point dogs in this game. This is going to be a tough one for Cleveland coming off a 7-game series. The Knicks, they have a lot of rest under their belt. The Cavs, they just had a dogfight up against the Pistons. Well, that Game 7 really wasn't a dogfight. It was an absolute slaughtering by Cleveland over the Detroit Pistons. But I want to know down below in the chat, who you got in this one? Type NYK for the New York Knicks, or you can type CLE for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let me know what you're thinking down below. And I'm sorry, I didn't get the memo. I was wearing blue today. There's a lot of blue on the screen, but it's okay. We're still rocking. We're still rolling. I see Ty Man the Buckeye in the building. I see the Slaying Cat, Cody Sanders, in the building. Shane Jeremiah is here. Let's freaking go. Ready for a good game tonight. Obviously, last night, this game has a lot to live up to. A double overtime thriller last night where Victor Wembanyama stole the show, 41 points by the Spurs big man. Can this Cavs and Knicks Game 1 live up to that? Let me know, who are you rooting for, or who do you think is going to win? I am a Rockets fan. I don't necessarily have a dog in the fight. I think the Knicks are going to win, so I'm going to go ahead and type my NYKs in the chat. Let me know. Yeah, Tycoon, what a game last night. It was absolute insanity. Let me know, who are you going for in this one? Type NYK for the Knicks, CLE for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let me know that you're alive. I know there's 23 people watching right now, but I want to know, who are you rooting for? So I don't ask you for a lot in the chat, but please get active. Hit that like button, and let's have a good time tonight if we can, okay? So let me know down below, who are you going for? All right, I should be typing my NYKs. There we go. Let me know down below in the chat, who are you rooting for, the Knicks or the Cleveland Cavaliers? Jeffrey Cooperstein, who will be joining the stream later on. He's live on our Mavs channel right now to break down the Jason Kidd firing. But let me know down below in the chat, who are you rooting for between the Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers? Now, I did go ahead and pull the keys to victory from both of our hosts of those channels. With the Cleveland Cavaliers, it is my guy J.O.D. He's the host of that channel. And then with the New York Knicks, that is my guy Marshall Green. We will go over their keys to victory here, as should be tip-off in around 5-10 minutes. They're usually about 10-15 minutes late whenever it's the scheduled tip and the actual time that they do go ahead and tip it off. But before we get into those keys to victory, got to tell you about our friends over at Prize Picks. Get started today with America's #1 fantasy sports app out there for good reason. I love it, and you will too. If you love watching sports, if you love also making some money, well, I have the place for you. Make sure to get signed up with our friends over at Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports picks app out there. For tonight's game, playoff basketball is on fire right now, right? You had last night's game, now tonight's game. I actually have an awesome lineup that I think that a lot of y'all will enjoy. I actually followed my buddy Jake Chipper on the Prize Picks app. You can follow me on the social feeds feature at Jeremy_Chugs. So if you want to get in on the action and possibly win $410, we'll get started today with our friends over at Prize Picks. This is the lineup that I'm rolling out for tonight's action. I got Evan Mobley, more on the points, rebounds, and assists. Jalen Brunson, more on the points. I have a stack with James Harden. That means you pick one player, multiple projections, up to 3. I did 2. The points, less. The assists, more. And then I went with Karl-Anthony Towns, the less on his points. Like I said, you can copy my lineup or make your own. Just do it with our friends over at Prize Picks today. Download the Prize Picks app today with the link in the comments and description and use our code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. I just put that information down in the comments. It's also in the description for all of y'all. All right, let's talk about some keys to victory for this one. From our Cavs channel, my guy JOD, these were the keys to victory that he gave to me for tonight's game. Number 1, intensity. That's what the Cavs did in Game 7 up against the Detroit Pistons. They came out with their hair on fire, and they got after it early, and they made a lead that was insurmountable. The Pistons could not claw back. I mean, so much so that in a Game 7 in the NBA playoffs, the Detroit Pistons just went ahead and took out their starters midway through the fourth quarter. Like, they had waved the white flag. They had waved defeat early on in that fourth quarter, and it was because the Cavs came out with that intensity early on. Number 2, control the glass. It's going to be a battle of the big men out there. You have Mitchell Robinson, Karl-Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks, and then you have Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That is going to be something that we should all be watching for tonight, the battle down low between the big men. Can Mitchell Robinson keep getting those boards on the defensive end for the New York Knicks? Jarrett Allen had maybe his best game in his entire career in that Game 7 up against the Detroit Pistons. Can he keep it going tonight? Donovan Mitchell, he needs to score. He needs to put up some points for Cleveland. And along with this, I'll probably add one to this one. You would love to see that bench stay hot. I know it's an away game, and, you know, that Pistons game was an away game in Game 7, but you had guys like Sam Merrill. You had, Dean Wade, these guys hitting threes, these guys scoring off the bench. Dennis Schroeder. If the Cavs bench can get going and you get also scoring from Donovan Mitchell, that could be massive for Cleveland here in Game 1. And then James Harden, don't turn it over. That's been one of his issues in the playoffs, is ball security, being able to, not turn the ball over, leading to fast break points. And that would play right in favor to the New York Knicks and their keys to victory. This is from my guy Marshall Green and our Knicks channel. I didn't read these before I came on live. Win Game 1 is his key to victory. Yeah, of course. You'd love to win Game 1. You would love to win Game 1. That's his first key to victory up against the Cavs. Marsh is a wild guy. Number 2, he just says Josh Hart. I'm going to guess he's referencing, Josh Hart, his tenacity, Josh Hart, he's the guy on the court where whenever he's on your team, you love him. If you're playing against him, you absolutely hate him because he's the guy, he's getting the gritty rebounds. He's the one diving on the floor for loose balls. He's the one running up and down the court. Even when it looks like it's a fast break for the other team, he's getting back on defense. If Josh Hart can match that intensity that the Cavs are probably going to try to come out with at the start of this game, that'll be really good for the New York Knicks. The pick and roll defense. James Harden, one of the best NBA players all time in terms of that pick and roll offense, being able to pass off of the pick and roll or spot up and shoot the three. And this part as well, make Harden and Mitchell guard. It's going to be Jalen Brunson, all eyes on him in this Game 1 up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Can he get his? Can he make Donovan Mitchell and James Harden guard him and keep it close late? Which, if I'm the Knicks, I probably want to go ahead and just beat the brakes off of him here in Game 1. But Marsh says keep it close late. So that's what I'm going to go with for his keys to victory. So I see people rolling in the chat. And I actually have a question to ask before we get started on today's show. I want to know if only I could find the weigh-ins. Hold up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I have a question because this has been an argument in the office. Do you believe in rest versus rust? And which one do you think is more of a factor? Because there's always like, oh, well, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they had to play a 7-game series. The Knicks, they have had a week off. So what do you think the bigger factor is? Do you think the rest will be a bigger factor, meaning that, the fact that the Cleveland, or both of these are for the New York Knicks, but do you think the rest is going to, be a factor in helping the Knicks, meaning that the Knicks are going to come out with a little bit more energy? Or do you think it's the opposite? Do you think the Knicks are going to come out a little rusty because they haven't played real game action in a little bit, almost a week now? So let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think is going to be the bigger factor in this game for the Knicks? Do you think it'll be rest, the fact that they have more rest than the Cavs, or do you think they'll be a little bit more rusty than Cleveland? I probably lean more towards the rest factor. I mean, these dudes, they played an 82-game season already. They've already played, they've already went ahead and played in 2 series in the NBA playoffs. So I wouldn't put too much of a factor into the rust category, but let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Do you think it's more of a factor for the Knicks, the rest or the rust? Let me know down below in the comment section. Tracy says, let's go Cavs. Tracy, I think the rust might be a factor as they haven't played in a week. Yeah, I mean, that's always the give and take, right? Like they do have a little bit more rest, maybe a little bit more time to heal, but also these guys haven't played real game action in a week, and the Cavs, they're coming off absolutely just beat down of the Detroit Pistons. So their spirits are probably a little high right now heading into New York. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know down below in the comments. Tracy's active in the chat. We are about a couple minutes from tip-off. Let me know you're alive down below in the chat. Let me know you're alive. What do you think is going to be a bigger factor for the Knicks tonight? Do you think it's rest or rust? Let me know down below. I want every single person to give me an answer in the comment section if you can. Let me know that you're alive so I don't have to do a wellness check on everybody watching in the chat right now. We got 31 people watching. Help me out. I'm by myself. I'm going live for this Eastern Conference Game 1. I'm not asking a lot of y'all. Just make sure you help me out by getting a little active in the chat. Let's get this thing popping. Tracy, the overachiever so far, talking about rust might be the factor. I lean on rest. I think the Knicks are rested. But let me know down below. Also, Tracy looks like a Cavs fan, so of course, probably hoping that there's a little bit of rust for the New York Knicks. All right, starting lineups being announced right now in Madison Square Garden. Dean Wade, James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. That is the starting 5 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Slaying Cat says rest. He agrees with me with the New York Knicks getting that extra rest time. Dean Wade getting the start for Cleveland. You do have to wonder, like I said, we were just talking about rest or rust. The Cavs just played a couple days ago. So does that affect their rotation at all? You got a couple older players in there. James Harden, a little bit of an older guy. Some older player, Dennis Schroeder as well. So let me know down below in the comment section as now the New York Knicks, they are being announced their starting lineup right now in Madison Square Garden. Tracy says, I'm actually a big Spurs fan as well, and they kicked butt last night. Oh, that was maybe one of the better games that I've seen in a while. That is going to be appointment television watching that Spurs versus Thunder series. I hope it goes 7. Just, selfishly as a fan of the NBA, I really do hope that it does go 7 games. Here we go. Maybe let me give y'all an easier question. Let me give y'all something easier to type down below. If you're excited for the game tonight, type me. I think this is as easy as I can get down below in the comment section. If you're excited for tonight's game, give me a me down below in the comment section. Tracy is saying me. Is Tracy the... Do we have a bunch of bots in the chat? Who's here? Who's alive? The Slaying Cat is saying me. We got almost 40 people in the chat. I know y'all are here. Get in the comments. Type me if you're ready to go. For the New York Knicks, King Javier Cedino is typing me. The Knicks starting lineup tonight: Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikel Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Peter saying me. Let's go. All right, there we go. A little bit more energy in the chat. A little bit more energy in the chat. Let's go. Peter saying me. Let's go. Come on. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. Come on, this isn't the preseason. Let's get this chat a little bit more lively. So somebody's got to be the person who gets into the middle of the dance floor and starts the party. Come on. Right now we're all standing on the side with our hands in our pockets. Let's act a little bit more lively in the chat. Come on. The Slaying Cat saying same. Let's go. Come on. Game 1, Madison Square Garden. The Garden. These teams are ready to go. Are you ready to go? Type me if you're ready for some playoff basketball. Daniel says, what's up, people? Happy Tuesday. What's up, Daniel? How we doing? Peter, what do you think of the Spurs game last night? It is one of the better games that I've seen in the NBA in a while. Right? Like that, I wanted to go 7 games because that was so exciting. My wife, she's a Mavs fan. She doesn't really have a lot of skin in the game. She was invested in that game late last night because it was just that fantastic. The Tree Guy saying me. Thank you, the Tree Guy. Getting a little lively in the chat tonight. Get a little lively in the chat. Cleveland Cavaliers, 2 straight 7-game series, 11th game in 21 days. This goes back to the rest versus rust we were just talking about. 11 games in 21 days, back-to-back 7-game series for Cleveland. Cleveland, this is for you. I mean, how many of y'all watching that game last night when Wemby hit that deep 3 were just like, oh my goodness. Like you thought the game was over at one point. Jalen Williams bricked a mid-range shot. Spurs went the other way, and Wemby just drained a deep 3. All right. Lining up around the circle. Let's freaking go. Thank you to everybody who is in the chat, by the way. I will say the most valuable thing you have in this planet is your time. The fact that you're spending some of that time here at Chat Sports means the world to us. Thank you so much for clicking into today's stream. I will be giving play-by-play, and my guy Coop will be giving play-by-play in today's game. So thank you all for clicking in. Let's get lively in the chat, and let's have a good time watching this Eastern Conference Finals Game 1. As they are set to tip it off, Jarrett Allen versus Cat, and Karl-Anthony Towns wins the tip. Hits it back to Jalen Brunson, and we are off. Brunson getting things set up. Bounce pass to Karl-Anthony Towns. They're running a little off-ball motion. A lot of off-ball screens as Cat's just standing with it, looking to get the ball somewhere else. He already used his dribble. He's kind of stuck there. Gets it to OG Anunoby. Only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to put up a 3. Off front iron, no good. And the Cavs are going to take it the other way. Evan Mobley now at the top of the key. He's going to get it to James Harden, guarded by Mikel Bridges. Looking to get it inside. He does. Jarrett Allen gets inside. Missed the layup, but Dean Wade is able to get the offensive board. James Harden gets it. He's driving middle lane. Floater is good. James Harden with the first points of tonight's game. Knicks up 2-0. Jalen Brunson now on the wing. Drives baseline. Kicks it out to Cat on the wing. Little step back. Airballs a 3. Was looking for, I think, a foul. The refs did not give it to him. Now Harden sends it down low to Mobley. He's working on Mikel Bridges. Goes up for the dunk attempt. And they're going to say it's a foul. Tried to dunk it on Mikel Bridges. Hit front iron, but they're going to say that Mikel hit Evan Mobley. Good drop step. He literally drop steps baseline. Ooh, that's a close one. It's only 2 minutes in the game. I don't know if they want to use their challenge. They're not. That was a close call. First free throw, no good. I guess ball doesn't lie in that one. Second free throw attempt by Mobley. Ooh, rattles in barely. And the Cavs now up 3-0. As Dean Wade, the primary defender on Jalen Brunson to start this game. Brunson's going to drop it down to Karl-Anthony Towns at the high post. They're running a lot of off-ball action. Now, Harden switched on to Brunson. He gets a high screen, three-point attempt. Too strong off back iron. Donovan Mitchell gets the board. Harden now running the other way. Behind the back pass to Mobley, top of the key. These guys are a little revved up. Back-to-back threes off back iron. Knicks now going the other way. Brunson drives in the lane. Kicks it out. Now it's getting to Mikel Bridges. He drives inside. Floater is good. Donovan Mitchell now. Oh, tough defense by Hart. And he forces a backcourt violation. Hart playing some press defense on Donovan Mitchell at half court. Forces him back. Great defense there by Josh Hart. Yep, he steps over the line. All right, here we go. Knicks setting up their offense. Jalen Brunson working on Evan Mobley, top of the key. Stutter step. Working inside the lane. Little spin move. No good. Kept his pivot foot. Great spin move there, but couldn't get the finish. Harden now on the other end. Trying to work on Mikel Bridges on the wing. He's doubled. Dumps it down to Dean Wade. Now Donovan Mitchell. Wide open attempt. Top of the key. Good. Splash by D. Mitch. Cavs now up by 4. Knicks on the other end. Cat trying to back down Evan Mobley. Drop step. Loses the ball. Gets it back now to Mikel Bridges. He's going to drive in on Harden. They leave Josh Hart wide open. Oh, they're going to say it was a foul before on the floor. Side out for the Knicks. Brunson now gets it into Josh Hart. He's going to pass it top of the key to Karl-Anthony Towns, and he's going to try to drive. Loses it. Donovan Mitchell now going the other way. Drives inside. Tough lay over Mikel Bridges. What a play there by D. Mitch. Leading all scorers with 5 points early on. Bridges now drives. Good contest there by Jarrett Allen. And there's a fight for the rebound. Who's it off? They're going to say it's off the Cleveland Cavaliers. Out of bounds. It's going to stay here. Knicks ball. Donovan Mitchell with a nice job on that last transition layup. They were both swatting at the ball. He was able to keep control and get it up. Passed into Karl-Anthony Towns. They get it inside to Jalen Brunson. Nice little floater. It's good. Harden going the other way. Gets a high screen. And it's swung over to Donovan Mitchell, who then drives inside in a tough layup by Mitchell. This has been the Donovan Mitchell show so far. 7 points early on. He's 3 for 3. Jalen Brunson dumps it down to Josh Hart. Dribble handoff to Mikel Bridges. And now it's given to Karl-Anthony Towns at the top of the key. He's guarded by Evan Mobley. Over to Josh Hart. Wing three. Way off. Not even close. That hit backboard. Cavs get the board, and they're going the other way. Oh, Mobley passes up a wide open three to give it to D-Mitch. Now, back to Mobley. There's no sense of what they got going on offense right now for the Cavs. That was a sloppy possession thrown out of bounds by Evan Mobley, but they're going to say it was tipped by a Knicks defender. Cavs side out, 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Harden is going to throw it in, gets it into D-Mitch. 8 seconds. He's guarded by Josh Hart very intensely on the wing. Crossover three. Ooh, that almost looked good. Hits back iron, though. It's going to be rebounded by Mikel Bridges. All right, Josh Hart gets it in the corner. He's going to drive, trying to back down Donovan Mitchell. Can't do anything. He's going to throw it back out to Karl-Anthony Towns. Dribble handoff with Jalen Brunson. Back to Hart in the corner. Three, no good. That's another missed three by Josh Hart. Giving nothing on the offensive end. James Harden the other way. Misses an easy layup. Just smoked it. The Red Seas parted. James Harden had a wide open look and just smokes the layup. As Anunoby on the other end, he's going to spin move inside the lane, and it's going to be stripped away out of bounds. And the Knicks are going to call a timeout. They are all out of sorts to start this game. And we said at the top of the show, the biggest factor in this game, in my opinion, for the New York Knicks, rest versus rust. Let me know. Do you think the Knicks are a little rusty? I would say so. I would say so at the beginning of this game. The Knicks, in fact, do look a little bit rusty. Rough start by New York. Well, it's not a rough start. My prize picks lineup. Let's take a look at what I'm working with our friends over at Prize Picks. I copied my guy Jake Chipper, his lineup here in the office, and I can win some money. I can win some money while watching tonight's game. It is a 5-pick power play to win $205? Well, if you want to get started with our friends over at Prize Picks, obviously playoff basketball is getting going tonight. And you can watch sports while winning some money with our friends over at Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app out there for good reason. And it's not just basketball, also playoff hockey. They have golf, they have tennis, everything you want, everything you need with our friends over at Prize Picks. And not only the player picks lineups that you know and love, you can also now go with team picks. You can pick winners, pick spreads, pick totals, all in the same app that you know and love with these player lineups. If you're wondering, well, Chugs, what's your lineup for tonight's game? Like I said, I copied my buddy Chip. This is the lineup that I'm going with for this game. Evan Mobley, I'm going more on the points, rebounds, and assists. Jalen Brunson, more on the points. James Harden, I got a little stack going, less on the points, more on the assists. And then Karl-Anthony Towns, I'm going less on the points. You can copy all my lineups if you follow me on the social feeds feature at Jeremy_Chugs, or get started and make your own. New users, listen up. You download the Prize Picks app right now and use our code HMA. You can get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. I just put that link down in the comments for y'all. Make sure to get started with our friends over at Prize Picks. All right. Halfway through the first quarter. And a low-scoring affair so far. A very low-scoring affair so far. Donovan Mitchell starting off the game hot. 3 for 4, 7 points for D-Mitch. He did have that backcourt violation. Josh Hart was playing him really tough near half court. But besides that, D-Mitch has looked really good for the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. The New York Knicks, that is, like we said, a little bit rusty. The Cavs, they've played 11 games in, 11 games in 21 days. Can the Knicks get some more offense generated, though? Been 2 bricks by Josh Hart. The Cavs are not being shy that they're just going to leave Josh Hart wide open on the three-point line. They're going to say, if Josh Hart wants to kill us on the three-pointers, we'll allow it. All right, back to some action here. Cat at the top of the key, guarded by Max Strus. He's going to go inside. Rejected! Jarrett Allen gives him to Dikembe. No. Cavs going the other way. Emphatic block there. Cavs moving the ball around. Max Strus, corner 3. No good. Corner 3. No good. Brunson getting the board, and he's going the other way. Guarded by James Harden on the wing. Little dribble, give and go with Josh Hart. Back to Brunson. Stop, pop at the free throw line. Good. Mid-range true for Jalen Brunson. Now the Cavs wide open. Dean Wade in the corner. Nobody guards him. Jarrett Allen, though, gets the offensive board. Goes back up with it. No good. You have to get that wide open look. And, oh, wow. Coast to coast. Josh Hart got the defensive board. Spin move off of James Harden and gets the layup on the other end. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Sam Merrill now working in the corner. Gets it to Max Strus, back to James Harden. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's got to make some magic happen here. Guarded by Mikel Bridges. He's going to drive inside. Floater. No good. But the Cavs get the board. Sam Merrill, 3. No good. And it's going to be a rebound by Jarrett Allen. They're going to say it's a loose ball foul by Karl-Anthony Towns. We're staying here. That was a great coast-to-coast by Josh Hart. Gets the defensive board, spins off of James Harden. Jalen Brunson, the play before, stop and pop at the high post. True. 4 points. He's 2 for 4. Mitchell Robinson now checking into the game for Josh Hart. And looks like that Quentin, no, that's Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson checking in for the New York Knicks. Side out, Dennis Schroeder in the game now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He gets it to James Harden in the corner, guarded by Mikel Bridges. Swings it around to Max Strus. Now Dennis Schroeder, corner 3. Is true. Good shot there. Cavs needed it. They missed 2 wide open threes before that. Schroeder gets it in there. Mikel now working on Max Strus. They're trying to get the ball to Jalen Brunson. They finally do so after a couple off-ball screens by Mitchell Robinson. He's working on Schroeder, backing him down in the lane. Fade away. They're going to call a foul? Foul on the fadeaway attempt. No good, but it's going to be 2 free throws for Jalen Brunson. Brunson at the free throw line. First one, good. Let me know down below, who are you rooting for? We got over 65 people in the chat already. If you could, like today's video, the most important thing you have in this planet is your time. The fact that you're spending some of that time here means the world to me as Jalen Brunson sinks the second free throw. If you could, just do me a couple favors. Be active in the chat and make sure to hit that like button. Like the video if you're having a good time. Oh, wow. Careless pass by James Harden. Turnover. What are you doing, James? Knicks going the other way. Fast break attempt. Mikel Bridges flies through the air, and he's going to get the layup. Good. On the other end, Harden, guarded by Deuce McBride. High screen by Jarrett Allen. They're going to go ahead and double. Swings over to Max Strus in the corner. Another wide open look for Schroeder, in and out. Knicks are going to get the defensive board and go the other way. Brunson now gets a high screen from Mitchell Robinson, drives inside, reverse layup is good. And now the Cavs take a timeout as the Knicks take their first lead of the night. There we go. That's the New York Knicks that we have seen so far in the playoffs. They needed that timeout. Mike Brown got his guys together, and a great little 4-minute stretch here by the New York Knicks, retaking the lead or taking their first lead of the night. Let me know down below, who are you rooting for? Are you going for the Knicks in this game, or are you going for the Cleveland Cavaliers? Or you think you don't really care, just type, I don't care. Just here to watch some NBA basketball. Do we have some live people in the chat? It feels like we got a lot of bots in here. Nobody's commenting right now. Let me know down below, who are you going for? I can make it easier. You can just type K for the Knicks or C for the Cavs. This is like a middle school dance. Everybody's just chilling on the sides. Somebody's got to get in the middle of the dance floor. Help me out here, guys. If we don't have the live chat, I'm just here staring at a camera screaming by myself. Let me know who you're going for. TB Plaz is obviously going for the New York Knicks. Tracy says, let's go Cavs. Who are you rooting for? Let me know down below in the comment section. NY for the Knicks, CLE for Cleveland. The Slaying Cat says now, and that's New York. Let me know who you're rooting for down below in the comment section. Khalil says, hi, Chugs. How we doing, Khalil? How we doing? How we doing? This has been a back and forth affair so far. Ralph is going with New York. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you for commenting down below in the comment section. I predicted before this series started that the New York Knicks in 6. Tracy saying, let's go Cavs. But, I mean, the Cavs, they've come out with a little bit of fire in this game. A lot of people thought they'd be a little bit tired coming off that Game 7 win up against the Detroit Pistons. Obviously, the one part of having these games home and away is usually the role players, the bench guys, they play a lot better at home. And that has kind of been the case so far tonight. The Cavs players that went off in Game 7, those role players, Sam Merrill, Max Strus, Dean Wade, have not really gotten going tonight. As I'm saying that, Max Strus gets it taken away by Mikel Bridges, and he dunks it on the other end. Wow. That was a grown man move. He literally just stole the ball straight from Strus's hands, goes to the other end and dunks it. Schroeder now driving on the other end, misses a wide open floater. What is going on with this Cavs team? Wide open for Schroeder. He misses it. Brunson gets the board. He's going the other way. Drives inside. Mid-range pull. Good. 10 points now for Jalen Brunson. Cavs now coming out hot. Knicks now coming out hot. And a travel by Cleveland. They are just all out of sorts. Cleveland has no rhythm on offense, no answers on defense since the Knicks took that timeout halfway through the first quarter. Mikel now at the top of the key gives a nice alley-oop. Mitchell Robinson slams it home. Cavs now down by 7. 12-0 run by the New York Knicks. Mitchell Robinson, top of the key, gets it to Evan Mobley. Corner, Sam Merrill, three-pointer, no good. And the Knicks are running the other way. Bridges now driving. Did not know where he was going. Jumped past it. That's never a good sign. Max Strus now, wing, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Evan Mobley. And they're going to say it's an off-ball foul. It's not. That kind of sucks for the Cavs because you had a wide-open three by Mitchell Robinson. They keep the ball, but the wide-open look there by D-Mitch. Not by Mitchell Robinson, by Donovan Mitchell. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. Side out, though, for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell is going to pass it in. Gets it into Sam Merrill. Takes it baseline. Takes it around the horn. And another careless turnover there by Max Strus. Clarkson going the other way. Throws it out to Deuce McBride. Three-pointer. No good. Mitchell Robinson able to get the offensive board. And swung around. Jordan Clarkson now has it. Back up to Deuce McBride. They're trying to get it to Jalen Brunson. Screened by Brunson. McBride gets it over to Josh Hart. Shot clock going down. And he just has to throw one up. It's going to be a miss. Evan Mobley gets the defensive board. Drives inside. And another bat. This Cavs team just, they can't play offense. They are just throwing it so carelessly. Strus, like everybody. Strus, Mobley, like no rhythm. They just seem all out of sorts. Donovan Mitchell's going like they don't know what to do. Donovan Mitchell, corner three. No good. Josh Hart rebound. Jalen Brunson, wing three. No good. That one's off the backboard. Deuce McBride gets the offensive board. Loses it. Donovan Mitchell going the other way. Throws it up to Max Strus, and he loses it as well. Is able to find it. Get it to Evan Mobley. Now a wide open three. Dennis Schroeder. No good. Jalen Brunson. This is just an absolute mishmash of a last 4 minutes. Like, no organized basketball. Loose balls everywhere. Just insane three-point. I mean, Jalen Brunson pulls up a 27-foot shot off backboard. No good. Merrill going the other way. Nice job on the layup and one there. This has been a hectic last 5 minutes. Both teams not playing any organized ball. A lot of turnovers, a lot of missed threes. This has been wild so far. Sam Merrill now at the line with the chance to get the three-point play. He had 23 points in that Game 7. It's the free throw. Cavs now down by 4. Josh Hart gets it to Mitchell Robinson. He's at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Jordan Clarkson. He's going to put up a three-point attempt, and that's true. Wow. Jordan Clarkson. One dribble just puts it up. Evan Mobley now with the ball in the wing. Gets it to Dennis Schroeder. High screen for him. Trying to find Donovan Mitchell. They do. He's working on Deuce McBride. Mid-range. Pull up. In and out. Cavs now holding for the last shot. Jalen Brunson crossing half court. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Madison Square Garden on their feet. Brunson working on Schroeder. Gets it over to Josh Hart. Drives inside. Mid-range pull. Good. No, they're going to wave it off. They're going to say foul on the floor. Wow. I guess. It's going to be 1.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Scott Foster came in like a heat-seeking missile saying, no shot, no shot. Foul on the floor. All right, Scott, we get it. We get it, Scott. 1.9 seconds to go. Side out for the Knicks. Can they get a decent shot up for the end of the quarter? Gets it into Jalen Brunson. Tries to get it off. Does so. Back iron. No good. That's going to end the first quarter in this Eastern Conference Finals Game 1 action. I mean, this has been a hectic first quarter so far. Let me know down below in the comments section who's going to be the biggest X factor in this series. I think it might be Donovan Mitchell. Like, if he can get it going for the Cavs, like, he's been their offense. Maybe James Harden? This is quite the defensive. I don't even know if I can call it a defensive battle because just both teams on offense, there's been no really semblance of a half-court set, any semblance of either team's running their sets on offense. It's just been turnover, careless pass, brick three. I mean, it's 23-16 after the first quarter. On pace for under 100 points for each team. Let me know, who do you think the X factor for this series is going to be? David Feldman saying, go Knicks. Tracy saying, I would say Donovan Mitchell. Okay. Fair enough. Let me know your biggest X factor, as we got over 130 people in the chat right now. If you could, hit that like button for me. We got 36 likes. That helps me out a ton and tells my bosses I'm doing a pretty good job here during the stream. So if you could, help me out. Just go hit that thumbs up icon, like the video on today's show. Help your boy out just a little bit. Can we get to 50 likes? That's not even half, y'all. Can we get to 50 likes? That would help me out a ton. That would help me out a ton. Yeah, dude. So far, let's look at the team stats. Yeah, 5 turnovers, 9 total turnovers in that first quarter. Just a ton of careless basketball. Danhausen at the Knicks game. That's hilarious. We're at 39 likes. There we go. 11 more to go. Hit that like button. Help me out if you could. Tells my bosses that I'm doing a pretty good job here tonight. If you think I am, hit the like button. If you don't think I am, just don't do anything. Just don't tell my bosses that I'm not doing a good job. David says Hart and JV will help the Knicks win this. Yeah, I mean, Hart, he obviously plays with heart, pun intended, every single possession. Bricked a bunch of threes, but he's been really getting all those, hustle plays. He had a coast-to-coast layup off a defensive board, getting a lot of those loose balls, loose rebounds, steals, forced a backcourt violation on Donovan Mitchell in the first quarter. Elizabeth, say hi, Jeremy Chugs. Hey, what's up, Elizabeth? How we doing? How we doing this fine Tuesday afternoon? All right, Cavs starting out with the ball. Donovan Mitchell bringing it up the court. Gets it to Evan Mobley. And then throws it into Dennis Schroeder in the corner. High screen, pick and roll there. Evan Mobley now has it down low. He's going to have to kick it out to Dennis Schroeder. Working on Hart. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it to Mobley. Oh, that was halfway down, but it's going to be in and out. Hart with the defensive board. Going the other way. Jose Alvarado, wide open 3 attempt. No good. D-Mitch with the board. Nice crossover there on Deuce McBride. Woo! Euro step by Donovan Mitchell. Do him dirty. Oh, over Jose Alvarado, who's looking for the charge. D-Mitch, nice bucket there. Pick and roll, or little pick and roll with Jordan Clarkson. Gets it down low, kicks it back out to Alvarado. Back to Clarkson. Gets it to Josh Hart on the wing. 3, no good. Tipped out by Karl-Anthony Towns. It's going to be Cavs ball. That was a disgust. He starts off with a crossover on Deuce McBride. Just sidesteps Alvarado. That was disgusting. All right, Cavs now. Working on the other end. Schroeder gets a high screen. Alvarado close on him. Wide open look. Evan Mobley on the wing. No good. Mobley's got to hit those if the Cavs want a chance to win this. Josh Hart now racing down the court. Jose Alvarado with a floater, and it's good. Over Evan Mobley. What a floater there by Alvarado. D-Mitch now working on Deuce McBride. Nice job there. Gets it back to Mobley. Looks like a travel. No? Okay. Mobley with the layup right there over Karl-Anthony Towns. I could have sworn he took 3 steps, but this is the new NBA. You can take 4 steps if you want. Inside, Karl-Anthony Towns working on Dean Wade. He's begging for a foul there. Gets the layup. No foul, but the layup is good. Schroeder on the other end. Gets it to Donovan Mitchell. He's guarded by Jordan Clarkson at the Knicks logo. Crossover dribble. Schroeder, wing, 3. No good. The Cavs have been awful in terms of their three-point shooting tonight. Hart going to the other end. Great spin move. Backs him down. Gets it to the low block spin move and just kisses it off the glass. Good shot there by Josh Hart. High pick there. Evan Mobley gets inside. He's working on Jordan Clarkson. How does he not have the advantage there? Spin move there. Good job there by Mobley. Finally, he's able to spin off of Clarkson, get the layup, and it's good. Hart now running down the other end. Another spin move, layup attempt, and it's good again. Josh Hart's on fire, and he's looking at Scott Foster saying, and 1. Hart, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in this game. Schroeder now driving on Alvarado, puts it up. A little too weak. No good. Karl-Anthony Towns is going to get the defensive board. Alvarado gets it to Karl-Anthony Towns. Straightaway 3, in and out. That was halfway down. Evan Mobley with the defensive board. Mitchell now driving down the other end. It's going to be a reach-in foul on Deuce McBride. Side out for the Mavs. It's going to be swung around. It's Dean Wade, corner 3. Bang. Corner 3. Good by Dean Wade. Knicks going on the other end. Landry Shamet has checked in. Jose Alvarado up top. Gets a high screen from Mitchell Robinson. And another great floater there by Jose Alvarado. Gets it up and in. 4 points in 4 minutes for Jose Alvarado. Harden almost loses it. Is able to throw it back out. Swung around. Donovan Mitchell now gets a high screen. Working on Landry Shamet. Setting up his dribble. Jose Alvarado, great defense there. Harden, tip pass, corner. No, my gosh. The Cavs have just been all out of sorts. Good double there by Jose Alvarado. Mitchell was able to keep it, gets it to Harden. He touch passes it to Ellis in the corner. But Ellis isn't able to handle the ball. It goes out of bounds. Timeout on the court. As the Let's Go Knicks chants shower down in Madison Square Garden. As we do have a quick break in the action, let me check in on my Prize Picks lineup for tonight. Reminder, they are the sponsor of tonight's show. This is a 5-pick power play to win $410. It's as easy as going more or less on your favorite players' stat projections, putting in a lineup 2 to 6 players, and you can win some money like you see right here. This is my lineup. I actually follow my buddy here at Chat Sports. His name is Jake Chipper, but on the social feeds feature, you can follow him at JChip. You can follow me at Jeremy_Chugs and copy all my lineups that I'm rolling with. This is the one that I'm going with for tonight's action. I got Evan Mobley, more on the points, rebounds, assists. Brunson, more on the points. I have Harden, less on the points, more on the assists. And Karl-Anthony Towns, less on the points. You can copy my lineups, or you can go ahead and make your own. Just do it with our friends over at Prize Picks. New users, listen up. Download the Prize Picks app today with the link that I'm putting in the comments section right now. And use our code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it is good to be right. As so far, I can check in on my lineup. Justin Buckman, my guy, how we doing? My guy, you slamming any boots today, you dog? I'm actually stepping in for my guy, Jeffrey Cooperstein. He had some breaking news on our Mavericks channel. The Mavs fired Jason Kidd. So I just was stepping in for live. I was actually supposed to go home, but I was, team player. I said I'll step in and start the live for my guy. We're about to do the switch off here in just a moment, and my guy Jeffrey Cooperstein's going to take y'all home for the rest of the game. But Justin Buckman, thank you so much for tuning into today's show. You're an absolute real one, my guy. Holiday says, my guy Jeremy Chugs, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing? Hey, dude, I appreciate that, Justin. I appreciate that for everybody in the chat. We have almost 160 people watching. If we could, can we get to 50 likes? We're 8 likes away. I just need 8 of y'all to go down there and hit that thumbs up icon. Help me out a ton if you could. That tells my bosses that I'm doing a pretty good job. So help me out. Make me look good in front of my bosses. James Harden already matching field goals for turnovers from Aaron. Yeah, James Harden, a rough start to this one, to say the least. A rough start to this one. 4 likes away. Who's going to be like 50? Who's going to be like 50 and get me a raise for my bosses? Come on. Help a brother out. Who's going to get like 50? Make me look good in front of my bosses. 3 more likes. 2 more likes. 2 more likes. Come on. Chuck said like 47 over here. Appreciate you, Chuck. As we are now back into game action. Brunson taking it down the court. He's going to hand it off to Mikel Bridges. Back to Brunson. Gets a high screen. Gets inside the lane. Going to have to kick it out to Mikel. Driving inside. He's just going to throw it up. Looked like he tripped, but they're going to say it's a foul on Ellis. Doing a great job. Nice to have a live feed when working. Appreciate that, David. Appreciate it. Justin, got you, my guy. Chugs, boss. Chugs is the man. Love that we have him and love that he's on the Raiders Report. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate that, Mr. Justin Buckman. All right, now. It was a side out. Knicks now have it. Working up top. Landry Shamet drives inside. Gets it out to Jalen Brunson. Nice job there by Sam Merrill. Tipped the pass out of bounds. It's going to be 2.8 seconds left on the shot clock. Side out for the New York Knicks. They need a good play here to get a good shot up. And it was OG Anunoby. Now they're going to switch it out. It's going to be Landry Shamet passing the ball inside out. Trying to get something going. Brunson gets the ball. Good defense there by Dean Wade, and he didn't get it off in time. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Line change. Yeah. Is he cool with that? Okay. I was like, don't tell him if it's not. Line change. All right, that's all I got for y'all tonight. I'll go ahead and call it here until the next dead ball so it's not an awkward change. Harden drives inside, gets the friendly roll on the floater, middle of the lane. Cutting it to a 6-point lead for the Knicks. Yeah, it's all working. Brunson at the logo. High screen now. Jarrett Allen switched off to him. Dribbles inside, kicks it out to Anunoby. And he's going to airball the three, hit out of bounds by Mitchell Robinson. All right, I think this is a good time to switch it off. Underneath, Cavs ball. Here's my guy, Jeffrey Cooperstein.
Jeremy Chuggs, thank you so much for covering. Had some Mavs breaking news as Jason Kidd was fired as the head coach. Can you crop me when you get it? I'm a little taller than Jeremy Chuggs is. You can just zoom it out a bit. My head's cut off. You're joking. Oh my God, it is. It was a little low for me. I didn't want to. No, that's fine. That's just. It's actually probably better. That's crazy. Appreciate Jeremy Chuggs for stepping in while I had to take care of some breaking news here on the channel. You're a goat. You know what? I'll keep the ball. As tell me what's gone on in this game.
Both teams playing just reckless. A ton of turnovers.
35-27. Knicks lead.
Yeah. Brunson got a little hot streak going.
Okay.
Cavs it's been like this. It's been like thrown up balls,
sloppy.
Turnovers. It's been a sloppy game so far.
Well, I appreciate Jeremy Chuggs, and I appreciate all of you that you can leave it open. That have tuned in to our Mavericks live show that are over here now as well. As if you missed it, NBA Hoopheads, the Mavericks fired Jason Kidd and are looking for a new head coach. But we are here to talk some Cleveland Cavaliers, New York Knickerbockers basketball here. So we are going to do so. OG Anunoby for three on the right wing as the shot clock expires, gets it to go. OG hits the corner three, gives the Knicks an 11-point lead here. That's his first bucket of the night. He's 1 of 3 from 3. As you got Jarrett Allen passing it down low to Keon Ellis, who gets fouled and will head to the free throw line here. Welcome. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. It says Mavs TVs and their viewers just joined. What up, David? What up, Stephanie? What up, Justin? What up, Tracy? What up, Chuck? What up, Aaron? Welcome into the show, everybody. Shout out to Jeremy Chuggs for taking over for the first quarter and a half as I had to go talk about the Dallas Mavericks and the breaking news that ended up happening. Absolutely crazy as the New York Knicks have a 10-point lead on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's update this. Should be good there. Good there. All right, cool. We should be all set now. Now we're good. All right, sweet. Both free throws made by Ellis. It's a 9-point game here as the Knicks have the ball here, up 9 with about 5 minutes to go. Here's OG driving right side into the lane, and they're going to call a travel on Anunoby. He absolutely did travel. That's normally not one that's called, though, right there in the lane, but he is called for the travel, and that will be a turnover here as the Cavaliers are going to take over. Sloppy game so far as both teams trying to find their footing here in this series. Sam Merrill off a pass from James Harden knocks it down, and Merrill gets Cleveland back to within 6. He's having a true breakout season for the Cavs. Sam Merrill, a sniper from three-point land off the bench for Cleveland. Here's Jalen Brunson on the other end, who tries to respond. It's no good, and Harden comes down with the board for Cleveland. Here is Harden. A deep three from James Harden. Gets it to go. And a timeout from Mike Brown, who holds his hands up in the air and looks at his team like, what's going on? That's an 8-0 run for Cleveland in the last minute. Elizabeth, good evening to you. Justin says, I don't think Dallas should have got rid of Jason Kidd. I think he's a good coach. I think both things can be true, Mr. Justin. Jason Kidd absolutely is a good coach. I can see why the Mavericks wanted to get rid of him, but I also think they better have a good plan in place. If you don't have a good plan in place to replace Jason Kidd, who I think is the top half head coach in the league, then you're going to be in trouble. Shout out to David. Shout out the end of history. Shout out to Elizabeth. Shout out to Justin. ECF game 1. Hopefully we can get half as good of a finish as we got last night between the San Antonio Spurs and Oklahoma City Thunder, which went into double OT. That game was absolutely unbelievable. Got 155 people in the building right now. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up icon for me. Free and easy way to help out the channel as we're trying to make this the biggest NBA watch party out there on YouTube. So we appreciate all of the support that y'all are giving Chat Sports. If you're looking for some partial team coverage, we are live on both our New York Knicks and Cleveland Cavaliers channels as well. So go check those out if you're a fan of either team. David says Victor equals cheat code. Victor is a cheat code and then some. I mean, Sea Breeze. I'm great. Victor is potentially the most talented player we've ever seen. Is that crazy to say? He's 7'5". He can handle the basketball. He can shoot the basketball. He's the best defender we have ever seen. I'm actually confident in saying that. He's averaging 4 blocks a night in the postseason. Like, it is historical stuff we're seeing from Mr. Wemby. Absolutely historical. Like, in the history, he might be 1-1. Yeah. It might be him. I think, realistically, I think it goes Jordan. And then, yeah, at the end of his career. If we're talking right now, it goes Jordan, LeBron, and then after that, he's absolutely in the conversation. I don't care what anybody says. To start a franchise, not as third best player of all time. Not as third best player of all time. You all good? Are you hanging out or what's going on? Hell yeah. Stop it. He did not say that. No way. Mitchell Robinson's a good player. No chance. Chet's the second best rim protector in the league. He has no chance. Now, I do think, as you are an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, the Thunder have to put Chet on Victor in game 2. They have to. I think that's the only option.
They tried to go sturdy underneath, try to get under Wemby's rib cage, make it tough on him. He made them.
Unbelievable. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. I'll be live with our guy Patrick Seatman, so you can come tune in. Cully, appreciate you, my man. Shout out to Chuck, says this party is lit. Just subbed LFG. Shout out to you, my guy Chuck. Appreciate you for subbing. And we have a 3-point game. We're back in action here as OG turns it over. Jarrett Allen comes up with the steal. Up the court is Harden to Merrill. Here's Keon Ellis in the corner. Over to Allen. Allen drives and kicks to Dean Wade. Corner 3. No good. Offensive rebound, Allen, though. Allen back to the basket. He dribble hands off to Harden. Harden with the pocket pass, and they're going to call a foul as Allen was trying to get to the rim, but he was impeded by the Knicks. Tracy says, I hope the Spurs take it all the way. As a Mavericks fan, I don't. I can't stand the Spurs. I don't want the Thunder to either. I want either, whoever comes out of the West, that's who I want. Whoever comes out of the West is who I want. to win. Or out of the East, excuse me. Here is James Harden off the inbounds. He's trapped. He'll throw it to Jarrett Allen at the free throw line. Allen, one dribble, goes up and gets fouled by Anunoby. And Jarrett Allen will head to the free throw line here with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. I do not hope the Spurs take it all the way. That would be pain. After Arsenal won the Premier League today, which was painful. Arsenal won the Premier League today, which was painful. I can't have the Spurs win the NBA title. Can't happen. Cannot have it happen. Allen makes both free throws, so we have a 1-point game here with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Let's see if the Knicks can stop this run here. A 10-0 run by Cleveland in the last 2 minutes. Here is Brunson bringing it across half court. They'll throw it to Towns. Back to Hart. Hart driving with the left. Scoop layup up and in. Josh Hart with the nice take. And he stops the bleeding there for the Knicks. Here's Harden, gets a screen from Allen. They trap Harden. He'll throw it out to Ellis. Down low to Allen now on Towns. He spins a couple times. He'll throw it up. Can't get it to go. That's good defense there by Karl-Anthony Towns, who probably is a bit of a mismatch for Jarrett Allen, but Towns held his own there and then some. That you like to see that out of Cat right there if you are a Knicks fan. That's for sure. You like both the Cavs and the Spurs? That's what's up. You might have a problem. You won't have a problem. No problem. What up, Chuck? Born and raised New Yorker. Haven't won a championship since 13 years before I was born. It's time, hoping for magic, especially after the devastation of last year. Yeah, I don't want to burst your bubble because I do think I picked the Knicks to be in the finals to start the season. I truly thought that they would be a contender. They're not getting past OKC or San Antonio. The team who wins the Western Conference is winning the championship, in my opinion. I think they're winning the championship. I'll be rooting for the Knicks. I want the Knicks to win it, but I don't know. Here's Brunson at the right elbow. He'll throw it to Cat. Cat shot fake on Harden. Now we'll drive on Harden. Harden strips it, but Cat gets it back. He's double teamed. He gets it to Bridges for a 15-foot J. Bridges gets it to go. A little broken play there from the Knicks, but Bridges able to salvage it and hit the 15-foot jumper. Bridges got 8 on 4 or 5 shooting. Donovan Mitchell traveled, but they don't call it. And then he'll get a foul call there, and that's going to be an and one as Donovan Mitchell is going to get a 4-point play after he absolutely traveled. And then he gets his man up in the air, is able to convert the 3, and is going to the line for the and one as Bridges was trying to get around Jarrett Allen's screen and runs right into him. That is absolutely a foul. I mean, he fouled both Allen and Mitchell. Oh, no doubt about that one, Chuck. Sweeping the Sixers was just guaranteed. That team stinks. F the Sixers, dude. F the Sixers. Josh Hart over to Bridges, left corner 3. That's an air ball. That looked like it went out off Towns, and it did. That is going to be Cavaliers ball here with 1.5 minutes left in the first half. I can't believe the Mavericks fired Jason Kidd. Josh Hart at the free throw line here for the Knicks. He makes the first one, gets it to rattle home. as his favorite soccer team, Chelsea, my favorite soccer team, Chelsea, gets a huge win over Tottenham Hotspur today. 162 people in the building right now. If you haven't already, hit that like button for me. Free and easy way to help out the channel here. Mobley swings it over to Strus. Back out to Mobley. Back to Strus. 4-3. Max Strus hits a 3 to tie the game up here with a minute left in the first half. That's his first 3 of the night, as we've have a tie ball game here at MSG. Cat over to Hart. They're daring Hart to shoot. Hart straight up just falls, and they get it to OG with 5 on the shot clock. Anunoby going to have to do something with it. He will step back. 3, no good. Jarrett Allen contested that one, and Mobley will come down with the rebound. Cleveland has a chance to go 2 for 1 here as Donovan Mitchell races up the court. He'll throw it down low to Jarrett Allen, who gets fouled, and will head to the free throw line for 2. We'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Cavs regain the lead. It is their first lead since 13-12. Their biggest deficit was 11 points, and they have a chance to have the final shot of the half as well. Here's Jalen Brunson, crossover right to left, puts up a floater, gets it to go. JB so crafty in the lane, able to give the Knicks the lead here, but the Cavs will have the final shot as Mitchell slowly brings it up the court. He's picked up by Bridges as soon as he crosses half court. He'll cross over. He finds Mobley in the corner. Shot fake Mobley over to Mitchell. 4-3. It's good. Donovan Mitchell playing in his hometown. And then he gets the steal on the out of bounds, and it'll heave, and that won't go as Cleveland will take the 48-46 lead at the half. Donovan Mitchell playing in the arena that he loves most, putting the Cavs up by 2 here at halftime. (48-46) at half. Oh my God, Matt Riccardi too? We already knew that. Jesus. Matt Riccardi gone as well, who is the interim GM of the Mavericks. Mavs are cleaning house. The Mavs are cleaning house. They hired Masai Ujiri as president of basketball operations. They hired Mike Schmitz to be their GM. They fired Jason Kidd, and they let Matt Riccardi go. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a solid first half with the Knicks down by 2 at halftime. We'll take a look at some halftime stats here between the Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. You have the Knicks, who are 20 of 43 from the field. Cleveland, 16 of 38. Just 2 of 19 from 3 for New York. That is not going to get it done if they're gonna have to shoot better in this series. I mean, that's pretty plain and simple right there, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect 4-4 from the line. They are out-rebounding the Cavs by 18, and the Cavs do have 11 turnovers. The Knicks have 7. Pretty sloppy first half, all things considered, by all indications as well. By all indications as well. Slaying Cat, my guy, in the chat as well. Always a real one on Dolphins Today by Chat Sports. You were here last night as well, Slaying Cat. Appreciate you for tuning in. Myself and Patrick Seatman will be live tomorrow for Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. So please go make sure you check us out over there on Main as well. What up, Ty Man? Appreciate you popping into my Mavs chat as well. I love that, Ty Man, it was hilarious because you had this chat open. You're like, Coop, you better check the Mavs news. Ty Man, come on. You don't think I have the notifications on? Like I wouldn't know? Like I wouldn't know? I do know this as well. Dolphins in heat from my guy, the Slaying Cat. Yeah, shout out your favorite NBA team down in the comment section and let me know who it is. I'm a Mavericks fan. David says, Knicks all the way. Ty Man says, Cleveland, this is for you. Shout out to everybody in the building tuning in. Halftime of Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals with the Cleveland Cavaliers up by a score of 48-46. My guy David says Knicks all the way. Appreciate you, David. Appreciate you, Chuck. Appreciate you, Slaying Cat. Appreciate you, JFRV. Justin. Tracy, all the people that are hanging out in the chat with us right now. Y'all are goats, man. Y'all are goats. My guy David is correct. Yeah, Chuck, you said you've been a fan since you were born, basically. You've been a fan of the Knicks since you were born. I've been a fan of the Dallas Mavericks since I was born. It's been a crazy year and a half for my basketball teams, that's for sure. That's for sure. New York out shooting Cleveland 47% to 42. But again, 2 of 19 from the field, or from 3 for New York, and that's the difference in the game at the moment. I mean, if you're 6 of 19 from the field, you have 12 more points and you're up 10. You're up 10 if you're 6 of 19 from the field. From New York as well, my dad grew up on Long Island, but I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas. I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Let me go to Builder. Long Island, very cool, David. Very cool. Ewing Starks was your childhood? I loved watching that Reggie Miller 30 for 30 with Johnny Starks in it. One of the best lines ever with the Reggie Miller, like 8 points in 13 seconds or whatever it is. He goes, did this dude just did this? Johnny Starks, legend. Those Knicks teams were awesome, man. Crazy they didn't get over the hump. Salvador. It looks difficult, but not impossible. Warm greetings from Chile Mania. Are you from Chile? From Chile? Allen Houston. That's a good one as well. That's a good one as well. We'll see what transpires here in this second half. Donovan Mitchell is a true playoff riser. And he's one of the most clutch players in the league, but so is Jalen Brunson. And with this game being very even here at 48-46, both teams pretty sloppy as well. I think this one could come down to the wire. We could have as good, if not a better finish than we had than we had last night. It won't. I mean, let's be honest. It won't be a better finish than we had last night. Maybe we can get some OT though. Maybe we can get some overtime. Should be back with the second half in about 10 minutes or so. The Inside the NBA Bulls playing some soccer at halftime there. 150 people in the building. If you love the NBA, please go ahead and make sure you hit that thumbs up icon for me. The free and easiest way to help out our channel here. Like the video right now. What's in my cup? David, just some good old H2O, my friend. Some good old H2O. Needed to hydrate because I was quite literally about to set up for this stream to go live here on the channel. And then the breaking news of Jason Kidd being fired by the Mavericks happened. And I host our Mavericks channel here at Chat Sports. So I'm like, well, shit, like I got to do that instead. So my guy, Jeremy Chugs, was nice enough to take care of the first quarter and a half here while I, took care of business over there on our Mavericks channel and came over here. So just some water, staying hydrated. What about you? What's in your cup, David? What are y'all drinking tonight? Are y'all on the? Do y'all got some drink in your cup tonight? We're not doing any of that. Not doing any of that. Goodbye. No politics in the chat. No politics in the chat. High noon. Can't go wrong with a high noon. I'm a big Sun Cruiser guy. Sun Cruisers are legit. You can drink a lot of Sun Cruisers, not taste the alcohol in it, and those can get you feeling pretty good. I wonder if the severe weather in Dallas, we had some crazy weather earlier. Yeah, we're not talking politics in the chat. Not happening. Not happening. We're here to talk hoops, man. We're here to talk hoops. You can talk about your favorite team in the chat. You can talk about this game. Talk about anything surrounding the NBA here in the chat, but politics is something we're not going to do. My guy Darnell says, let's go Knicks. Let me know who you guys got in the second half. Is it the New York Knicks? Or is it the Cleveland Cavaliers? Let me know who you guys got winning the second half. I'm going to update the live poll here as well. Let me update the live poll. Who wins tonight's game? All right, live poll updated. Go vote. Who wins the game? Cavs up by 2 at half. Cavs up by 2 at half. Go vote right now. In the original one, 61% of you said Knicks. I'm seeing a couple Knicks as well. My guy Chuck. Let me read your question here. While we're waiting, random question. As a Mavs fan, did you ever get annoyed with Mark Cuban during his ownership? Chuck, it's a very complicated question. The short is yes. The long is every person who is a fan of a sports team dreams of having an owner like Mark Cuban, who is legitimately one of you. Like, no joke when I say this, there is no bigger Mavs fan on the planet than Mark Cuban. He is the biggest Mavs fan on the planet. And it is really cool seeing your owner have emotional investment in the team, willing to lose millions and millions of dollars on the team. So you take that for granted, but of course there were things that Mark Cuban did that, rubbed people the wrong way. Like, the Mavericks would have had Giannis Antetokounmpo if Mark Cuban didn't step in and want the salary cap space. They swung and missed on multiple free agents in over time, like Dwight Howard, like Chris Paul, like DeAndre Jordan. But at the end of the day, you cannot go speak about the Mavericks and their story as a franchise without having positive things to say about Mark Cuban. And on the flip side of that, like, if Mark Cuban doesn't sell the Mavericks, then Luka Doncic is still on the Mavs, right? So it's a complicated relationship between Cubes and the Mavs here at the moment. But me personally, I've been fortunate enough to cover the Mavericks for a while. I was going to the games, and I got to talk to Mark a good amount. And always nice to me personally. So long story is yes and no. Long story is yes and no. Shout out to Darnell. Shout out to Salvador. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We should be creeping up here on the second half of action between the Knicks and the Cavs. I think we got two pretty damn good series. That series in the West is going to go 6 or 7. This series is going to go 6. I think the Knicks win this series in 6. And that is my guess. That is my guess indeed. Knicks win this in 6. Thunder also win in 6. And then the Thunder beat the Knicks in 5. That is my guess. I will absolutely be rooting for the Knicks in the finals, though, as a Mavs fan. Absolutely. $140 people in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already as well. Join the over 400,000 people that have tuned in to our coverage here at Chat Sports. It's not just basketball we do. We cover the NFL. We cover college football. We cover everything. We'll be live for the NBA draft. We'll be live for NBA free agency. We do it all here at Chat Sports. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. The Knicks really need to get the three-point shooting going, man. I mean, 2 of 19 from 3 in the first half is an absolute disaster. And that's just not going to get it done for New York. Dude, again, if they shot 6 of 19 instead of 2, they're up 10 points. They're up 10 points. They had another 4 3-pointers made. That's an additional 12 points, and they're up 58-48 at halftime. But instead, they're down 2 as we get going here in the Big Apple with the start of the second half at the world's most famous arena. They're down 2. The Knicks have 15 points off turnover, and they're dominating the points in the paint. Like, the tail of the tape would tell you that the Knicks should be winning this game, except for this three-point shooting. Except for the three-point shooting. Richard Jefferson, Tim Legler, and Michael Breen on the call. You know it's a big game when Breen's there, even though he's the voice of the Knicks anyways. Knicks wearing their traditional home white uniforms, even though the NBA doesn't really do that anymore. I'm glad that they're wearing their white unis. The Cavs wearing their alternate black uniforms. A version of the unis that they wore when they won the NBA championship in 2016, even though those were sleeved. Nonetheless, here we go, underway with third quarter action, as Evan Mobley is going to bring it up for Cleveland. And he'll get it to Harden. He's going to get a screen from Allen. Allen slips that screen to the free throw line over to Mitchell in the corner for 3. Donovan Mitchell can't get it to go. Perfectly drawn up play there by Cleveland to start this half, but they can't get it to go. And Towns, with the trailing 3 on the other end, can't get his to go, but he'll fight for the offensive rebound. Stolen by Mitchell. 3-on-2 with Mitchell. He'll go right to the rim and lay it up and in. Donovan Mitchell starting out the second half strong for the Cavaliers. Josh Hart limping on his way up the court. He's wincing a little bit. I'm sure he doesn't love that as he'll throw it into Cat, who will get fouled on the floor. Khalil, what's good, my guy? How we doing? How we doing, Khalil? Appreciate you tuning in. As Donovan Mitchell just went down and took that ball from Karl-Anthony Towns. Goes right up the court, coast to coast. Here's Jalen Brunson to inbound from the right hash mark. He gets it over to Josh Hart. Hart dribble hands off to OG. OG's going to drive. He gets Allen up in the air. He finds Cat for a wide open three. That one's short. But Bridges comes with the tip rebound, and Cat will put it up again from three. And this time he will hit it. Karl-Anthony Towns able to hit a three for the New York Knicks finally, as they're 3 of 22 from three now. But that brings the Knicks to within one. And Harden on the other end for three. Can't get that to go. And we are going to have a loose ball foul called on Jarrett Allen, fighting for the rebound there. Oh, Josh Hart gets fouled hard going down. That was absolutely on accident. They're going to head to the benches here. This is going to be reviewed, as we'll see if this is a flagrant. It looked worse than I think it was. Let's see the replay here. Hart goes up. He gets whacked by Allen. That's going to be a flagrant one. Not a two. He gets the ball first. It might not even be an F1, to be honest. Might not even be an F1. I don't know. Karl-Anthony Towns is pulling Jarrett Allen's arm as well. So we'll have to see what the officials decide here, as you could see the contact could be deemed worthy of a flagrant from Allen, but you had Towns grabbing Allen's other arm. So Cleveland's going to challenge this to see if they can't get that foul called on Karl-Anthony Towns. Fascinating stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. While we are at, oh my goodness, what a lineup this is. While we are at a TV timeout, I want to tell you guys about our sponsor of today's show, which is our homies over at Prize Picks. Make sure you go use code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. Prize Picks is available in all 50 states, including California, Georgia, Florida, Texas, New York. They have it all over on Prize Picks. They put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, and Cash App for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Super easy to play. All you do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you could cash in. Here is a crazy projection. A 20 to win 400? Is my math correct there? We have Evan Mobley more on 27.5 PRA. Jalen Brunson more, 21.5 points. James Harden more, 6.5 assists. Karl-Anthony Towns less than 18.5 points there. You can go copy my picks over on the social feeds feature. My username is at JeffCoop27, or you can go make picks of your own. Just please do it over at Prize Picks. Download the app, use code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That link is in the comments, in the live chat, and the description of today's show. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring this episode of NBA Now by Chat Sports and everything that we do basically over here at Chat Sports. We love Prize Picks over there. So go give them a try today. Support the show. Support the sponsor. All right. We're going to be back to action here with Cleveland leading by 1. We'll see what the result of this review is. I'll be curious to see. Shout out to Khalil. Shout out David. Shout out Chuck. Shout out Elizabeth for hanging out with us here tonight. The Cavaliers did win this challenge. They're going to call that foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. No flagrant or technical on Towns because the foul came prior to it. Cavs to inbound from the baseline. Mobley comes out and gets it. Now it's back to Mobley from Harden. Mobley slips. OG is hounding him here. You have Mitchell with 5 on the shot clock. Donovan Mitchell, guarded by Hart, crosses him over, gets in the lane, gives it over to Mobley as the shot clock expires for 3, and Evan Mobley hits the corner 3, his first of the night, to give Cleveland a 4-point lead here. Karl-Anthony Towns banks it home for Cleveland. And then on the other end, it's Dean Wade for 3. 2 straight threes made by the Cavaliers. 2 straight threes made by the Cavs. Dean Wade's got 6 on 2 of 4 from 3 here. It's a 5-point lead for Cleveland. Here is Cat at the free throw line. He will bump. He will fade. Shoot. He wants a foul call. He's not getting that in the conference finals. As Donovan Mitchell gets the stop there on Cat. He tried a little Dirk fade, couldn't go. Here's Harden on the other end. He'll get it up to Mitchell for 3. No good. But Mobley comes with the offensive rebound here. Mobley takes Cat out, brings him back in, drives, Euro steps off the glass, no good. Allen with the rebound, and he'll get fouled. Couple offensive rebounds there for Cleveland, giving themselves a chance for a couple second chance opportunities here. The Knicks struggling to grab some offensive rebounds here. Jarrett Allen makes 1 of 2 here. 57-51, Cleveland leads. This is the largest lead for Cleveland as Donovan Mitchell gets the steal and a layup. They're up 8. 4 minutes gone in the third quarter. Can the Knicks stop the bleeding? Brunson crosses over Harden, gets in the lane. Euro steps out to Hart for a three in the right corner. Josh Hart hits the three as he embodies his last name. There's fewer guys that play harder in the league than Josh Hart. On the other end, you have Jarrett Allen over to Wade. Back out to Allen. Cleveland going to reset here. In the lane is Mitchell. Oh, Donovan Mitchell with the beautiful Euro step to get to the right hand and finishes here. Now Josh Hart quickly up the other end, gets it blocked by Mobley. And up in transition now is Cleveland to James Harden. Shot fake from Harden. He'll throw it down low to Mobley for the dunk. And this is going to be a timeout by Mike Brown. He does not like what he sees with the Cleveland Cavaliers up 9 here midway through the third quarter, as they are in a good position to take game 1 in MSG from the Knicks. The New York Knicks down 9 at home in game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And I'll tell you this, if the Knicks don't win the East this year, when will they ever? You can go give me a follow, by the way, on Twitter at Jeff_Coop27, always tweeting about the NBA, about the NFL, about the Mavericks, college football, soccer, you name it. You can find it over on my Twitter, once again, at Jeff_Coop27. What's up, Ralph? 170 people in the building right now. If you haven't already, go hit that thumbs up icon for me. Free and easy way to help out the channel. Pushes this stream out to more people as well. The more people we get, bigger the party we can have over here on our main chat sports channel. Let's get it. Let's go. With the Knicks down 9, I'm surprised that this is the way that this game's playing out. I am surprised that this is the way this game's playing out. I think the Knicks are still in decent position to make a comeback here. I do think they did. I do think the Knicks are in a good position to make a comeback here. They're a resilient team. They are a team that will play through the final buzzer. They have one of the best closers in the league in Jalen Brunson. I mean, they're playing awful hoops right now. And Cleveland's a good team. I mean, they're an excellent team. I named Cleveland as one of my top 4 contenders in the East to start the season. I can't remember what my finals prediction was, but I think I had... I think I had Thunder and... Maybe I did have Cleveland. I don't remember. Wow. The Mavericks made some more moves in scouting and analytics as well. Masai Ujiri going to have a press conference tomorrow morning So if you're a Mavs fan or an NBA fan, you can go check that out. I'll have a reaction to it. Donovan Mitchell, a career-high 6 steals tonight in this game to go along with 22 points here. Karl-Anthony Towns at the top of the key. He'll throw it over to the free throw line to JB. Jalen Brunson guarded by Harden. Brunson drives, puts a shot up, rims around, no good. Good defense by James Harden there, not going to lie. Harden was strong, low base, was able to, oh my goodness, was able to force the miss, and then Ed Malloy calls an offensive foul on Donovan Mitchell on the other end. I thought they were going to call a foul on the Knicks. I was about to go nuts. King Hank Lundqvist in the crowd, former New York Rangers goalie. Henrik. Here is Jalen Brunson driving left. He gets the bump off of Wade. Misses that one too. JB just looks a little off tonight. Jalen Brunson looks a little off tonight. And then a foul is called on Josh Hart guarding James Harden. Dribble handoff from Allen to Strus for 3. That one's short. But again, Allen with the rebound. Strus gets it back, but it's stolen by Anunoby. Up the right side goes Bridges. Bridges down the lane, lays it up and in. Bridges using that long wingspan of his to shield the ball and laying it up and in. Bridges calling out defensive coverage here. As Harden going to get a slip screen from Allen. They throw it to Allen at the free throw line. He'll kick it out to Sam Merrill, not Max Merrill, for 3. And that's good. Sam Merrill puts Cleveland up 10. Max Merrill, former Texas Longhorns backup QB. Karl-Anthony Towns gets the positioning on James Harden and is able to get the layup there. They trap Harden across half court. He'll throw it to Wade, out to Strus for 3. Frantic pace to this game as Strus misses. Harden's going to get the offensive rebound and fire a 3. That's no good. And then we're going to have a loose ball foul called on the Knicks. Josh Hart appeared to be getting held there. Saw Timothy Chalamet in the crowd not liking that one. Was that Christian Pulisic as well? Stars in the crowd tonight. Merrill certainly bumped Josh Hart. No call there. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Strus inbound from the right hash. 5:10 left here in the third. Harden out to Schroeder. Schroeder shot fake drive into Allen, who will lay it up and in. Thought Jarrett Allen was going to try to boom on him, but he gets the layup and restores Cleveland's 10-point lead here. Jordan Clarkson, the former Cav, is checked in for New York. Clarkson to Brunson, who is fouled by Strus, and Jalen Brunson will go to the free throw line for a pair. Very good free throw shooter, very good foul drawer is JB. Brunson, the signature free throw routine. Misses the first free throw. Brunson, a 90% free throw shooter. Off base tonight. Off base. Here's Harden going to bring it up the court after Brunson splits the pair. Harden gets a screen from Schroeder, a little guard pick and roll. Schroeder left wide open in the lane. Easy dump off to Allen, who's able to finish at the rim. I mean, the Knicks offering little resistance here. Mitch Robinson's checked in for Cat. You got Deuce McBride, Jalen Brunson, Bridges, Clarkson, and Robinson on the court for the Knicks. Brunson sizes up Harden, crosses over, can't get the shot to go, and that's going to be out of bounds off of New York. I mean, Jalen Brunson is having a horrific game. What is JB shooting? What is JB shooting? Cleveland up 11. They trap Harden over to Schroeder in the corner to Merrill for 3 off the back of the rim, but another offensive rebound for Jarrett Allen, and Harden gets right downhill, able to lay it up. The Cavaliers are dominating this game, up 13. They were up 2 at half. They have outscored the Knicks by 11 in this quarter. Here is Bridges. Ooh, Harden almost comes up with the steal, but can't. And he ends up fouling Bridges, who will head to the free throw line with the Knicks in the bonus. Jalen Brunson in tonight's game is just 6 of 15 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. Not going to get it done for your best player. Not getting it done for your best player. Oh my God, that's hilarious, Aaron. I didn't even realize that. That's hilarious. Here is Donovan Mitchell after 2 made free throws here. Mitchell spins, dumps it off to Mobley underneath. Mobley with the left-handed jump hook. I mean, Cleveland is just picking apart this Knicks defense here in the third quarter. Brunson quickly on the other end. He foul baits, and he'll head to the free throw line. That's the shit I hate about the NBA, man. Is Brunson had the guy on his hip, stopped and purposely tried to draw the foul to get to the free throw line. Just play basketball. It's the shit I hate about the NBA at the moment. Play basketball, man. That's it. That's it. That is it. JB makes both free throws here. Donovan Mitchell bringing it up the court here for the Cavs. They trap Mitchell at the catch point over to Merrill for a 3. It is good as Dennis Schroeder catches it at the free throw line. They're playing a simple 4-on-3. This is exactly what OKC struggled with last night. They have the Knicks are trapping either Mitchell or Harden as soon as they cross half court, which gives the Cavs a 4-on-3 advantage. The difference is Harden and Mitchell are making the right pass to the free throw line, and then the flasher is making the right secondary pass. The Thunder last night were not making the right secondary pass. This is a textbook example of how to play 4-on-3 when your ball handler gets double teamed. Beautiful offense run by Kenny Atkinson and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then the Cavs are playing hack-a-Mitch, getting Mitch Robinson on the free throw line. He makes 1 of 2, which is good for Robinson as he's a less than 50% free throw shooter. And Cleveland is up 13. Schroeder over to Mobley. Mobley on the baseline. They swing it around the horn. Schroeder in the lane. Puts it up. No foul call. And here come the Knicks in transition. Jalen Brunson in the lane. Left-hand floater. No good. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And they're going to foul him intentionally. That one on Donovan Mitchell. And Mitch Rob will head to the line for 2 more free throws. $200 people in the building. Make sure you hit that thumbs up icon if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel. We will be live for all conference finals games, all NBA finals games, the NBA draft, and NBA free agency. We've got you covered right here at Chat Sports, so make sure you subscribe today. Robinson misses the first. 39% from the free throw line in his career in the playoffs, which is the worst in NBA history of minimum 100 free throw attempts. That's Mitchell Robinson. Yikes. Like, if he makes 1 of 2, that's successful for the Knicks. But it's also successful in turn for Cleveland. Missed that one. Mobley comes down with the rebound. They're in trouble, though. Mobley's trapped. And, yeah, they're going to get a timeout call here by Kenny Atkinson. That's a smart timeout, as Mobley was trapped in the corner for about 4 seconds, and they were in danger of an 8-second violation. I think that's a good timeout by Atkinson and the Cavs, who are up 13 here with 2.5 minutes left in the third. 2.5 minutes left in the third. Interesting. Time Man says, Cleveland, this is for you. Cavs up 13. Winding down in the third quarter. Can they hang on, or do the Knicks have a comeback in them? Here is Dennis Schroeder. He'll drive and kick to Mobley at the top of the key. Mobley picks up his dribble, hands it off to Strus. Back to Mobley, who will get fouled. Again, this is just great execution on offense by Cleveland as they're getting into their sets. They're getting exactly what they want. They're either getting an open look or they're drawing a foul and getting to the free throw line. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing offensively from Cleveland here in this game 1. What up, Stu? Oh, my guy. I could not appreciate you more, man. Thank you for tuning into the show. As Donovan Mitchell puts it up off the glass, Mitchell Robinson will reject it. That is a goaltend, as it very much clearly hit the glass before Mitch Rob was able to contact that ball. Stuart, thank you so much for the kind words, my friend. I'm not sure I'm a great commentator, but hey, I appreciate you tuning in nonetheless. As the Knicks will go out and foul Mitchell Robinson again. So he'll head to the free throw line. It's a hell of a strategy. He's 12 of 33 in the postseason. 1 of 4 tonight. Like, why would you not foul him? If you're in the bonus, there's no reason to not foul him. At max, it's a 1-point possession. And the Knicks ain't beating you that way if they're down 15. So Mike Brown's going to have to make a decision when to get Cat back in the game to avoid this scenario happening. Mitch missed both, And Donovan Mitchell comes with the rebound. That's exactly what they want. And then Jordan Clarkson fouls Donovan Mitchell on the other end. Like, this is the perfect game plan for the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. You're absolutely right about that, Ty, man. Cavs play like this. I'll tell you this. If the Cavs play like this, they are going to the finals. They are going to the finals. Here's Mobley in the left corner. 4-3 off the backboard. That's an ugly shot. Brunson with the rebound in transition, trying to find something. Euro steps, lays it up and in. Jalen Brunson finally gets a bucket to go. He's had nothing go his way tonight. Then Mitchell gets a high ball screen from Schroeder behind the back pass to him. Schroeder going to drive off the glass. That's no good. Mobley fights for the rebound, but Deuce McBride comes down with it. Here is Jalen Brunson crossing over. Strus, he'll throw it up. Floater, no good. Robinson can't get the tip rebound to go. And a foul is called on Robinson as Robinson almost threw that one down with authority, but he could not get that one to go there. JB finally gets a tough bucket off the glass with the giant killer. Unreal. Max Strus makes the first free throw. Been great in game ones in these playoffs. Makes both. It's a 15-point lead for the Cavs. Minute and a half left here in the third quarter. Knicks need to close this quarter out strong to have a chance. Mobley is going to get called for a foul 40 feet away from the court. And guess what? It's Hack-a-Mitch. Mobley purposely fouled Robinson. Let's see if he can make one here. Makes one. Atta baby, Mitch. He makes one. That makes it positive. If he makes this one, Knicks will take that. Can't make the second. Merrill swoops in for the board there. You knew he wasn't making the second. You knew it wasn't happening. Gorgeous move by Donovan Mitchell to get to the rim. He's got 24. What a stud. 26, excuse me, for D-Mitch. Here's Brunson on the other end. He's fouled by Mitchell, and JB will head to the free throw line. It's a long third quarter with a lot of fouls. Long third quarter with a lot of fouls. Damn, Block. That's aggressive. How do you really feel? How do you really feel, Block? JB. Donovan Mitchell had the most career points prior to a conference finals in the playoffs in NBA history. Over 2,000 points without reaching a conference finals. As Brunson misses the second free throw, but it goes out of bounds off of Cleveland. So this will be Knicks basketball under the baseline. Here's Brunson. He'll throw it over the top to Hart. Hart on the left hash. Back to Brunson. Threw it away. Here's Donovan Mitchell. That's going to be a kicked ball. Oh, they don't call it a kicked ball. It's going to be out off of Hart. It absolutely was a kick, though. Schroeder gets inside. No good. Offensive rebound. Strus out to Mitchell for 3. It's no good. Cat with the board here. I think the Knicks will hold for 1 with the 7-second differential between the game and shot clock. Brunson comes and gets it. He's guarded by Schroeder. Brunson going to let the time roll down. He's going to get a screen from Hart. Schroeder backs off. Brunson Euro steps in the lane, loses it. Oh, and a late foul call by Scott Foster. A late foul call by Scott Foster. Oh, got him across the face. No doubt. Right. Oh, yeah. That's a good call by Scott. Hey, credit to him. Good call by Scott. Brunson. Oh, my God. What is going on with Jalen Brunson? 3 missed free throws for a 90% free throw shooter? That's unacceptable. Offense, defense subs here. Robinson checks back in for the Knicks. Harden checks back in for Cleveland. JB, 0 of 5 from 3, 7 of 18 from the field. And he's missed 3 free throws, just 2 assists tonight for Brunson. Monty, thank you, my guy. Try my best. Appreciate you. Appreciate you checking in on my prize picks lineup here. I'm sure it's going poorly. I need Jalen Brunson to get 3 more assists. Jarrett Allen to get 5 more points. And you know what? We'll be all right. Here is Mitchell in the lane. Kicks it out to Harden for 3. It is no good. As James Harden had a great look at the end of the third quarter there. He knows it too. And of course, that would have given me another point towards my prize picks. But that's the end of the third. It's the Cavaliers up 14. What is going to happen here in this fourth quarter? Type those 4s in the chat. Fourth quarter time. Get your 4s in the chat. Spam those 4s. Fourth quarter. Spam those 4s in the chat. I'm giving shout outs. I'm giving shout outs in the chat. I see my guy Solo. I see Monty. I see the block. We got 220 people in the building. I want everybody spamming those 4s. Solo 843. Grind hard. Says 4. The Cavs up 14. I need 2 more points, rebounds, and assists from Donovan Mitchell. 3 more assists from Jalen Brunson. 5 more points from Jarrett Allen. Yeah, the Jarrett Allen one's the one that's sketchy. Will they give me a payout? Of course it's ineligible. My guy Aaron, type in the 4 as well. Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on. 12 more minutes left in this ball game. We will see how it unfolds. See how it unfolds. No. I mean, Cleveland is just running unbelievable sets as again, the Knicks have elected to trap the ball handler as soon as he crosses half court. Cleveland says, all right, we're going to flash somebody to the free throw line. And when you get someone at the free throw line playing 4-on-3, it's extremely dangerous because someone is open and you're 15 feet from the basket. So it's either the guy who catches it is open one of the corners is open or underneath is open. Which one is it? Like, it's an impossible proposition for the defense there if executed properly by Cleveland. And Cleveland is executing with perfection at the moment. With absolute perfection. So credit to them. One more quarter remains. Final quarter here. Can the Knicks stage a comeback? It's got to happen quick. 20 is the new 10 in the league, so it's possible. Cat hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson can't get it to go. Mobley with the board here. Here is Schroeder. Schroeder. Guarded, hounded by Hart. Gets a screen from Mobley. Hart goes over it. Here's Mobley at the free throw line. Puts his shoulder on Towns. Left-hand jump hook's no good. Hart with the board. Hart to Cat. Shot fake. Traveled. Karl-Anthony Towns traveled. Schroeder going to bring it up once again. Now it's with Harden. Harden gets a stagger screen. Around the corner. Can he get the corner? He can't, but he is fouled. And James Harden, the original foul baiter, will head to the free throw line. Harden's the OG foul. Well, yeah, I'll give him that. Manu Ginobili is the OG flopper. Harden is the OG foul baiter. He is what created the SGAs and Jalen Brunsons of the world. Gets it to go. First free throw. I mean, James Harden was... I couldn't stand him with the Rockets, but my goodness, was he a good player in his prime. A great player in his prime. Harden gets the second one to go. It's a 16-point lead for Cleveland. Now or never for the Knicks. Jose Alvarado checking in for the first time in this half. He'll go left, spins. They'll get Cat. Post it up on Harden. Cat. Oh my God. You're guarded by James Harden, Karl-Anthony Towns. What are you doing? He loses the ball. It's stolen. Harden in transition. He loses it, but a foul is called by James Capers, heading the other way. Cat goes inside, can't get his to go. Mobley down with the rebound. Here's Schroeder. Over to Mobley, over to Merrill, right corner three. Can't go. And Alvarado gets it for the Knicks. Knicks playing with some pace. Deuce McBride into Hart. The cutting Hart over to Clarkson. Shot fake. Jordan Clarkson, the floater, can't get it to go either. But we've got a loose ball foul on Cleveland. And that's going to stay here with the Knicks. Here's Brunson on the left hash. He's got to drive on Mobley. He does. Gets in the lane. Gets underneath. Tries to throw it out. It's stolen once again by Schroeder. Schroeder up the other end. Now he'll pull it back out. And they'll reset. Harden has Karl-Anthony Towns on him. Harden's going to take a step back three here. I'll almost guarantee it. He does. Harden misses, though, and Bridges comes down with the board. $85-71. The Cavs up 14. You are banned. Landry Shamet checking in for the Knicks as well. OG subbing out. Harden gets the handoff from Mobley in the lane. Harden up with the left. It's no good. Towns with a strong rebound there. He'll go up the court to Brunson. Now they're going to play with some pace. Here's Brunson to the cutting Bridges. Bridges with the Euro step. Can't get it to go. Blocked by Mobley. What a defensive effort by Eben Mobley there. Here's Donovan Mitchell in transition. He gets a crossover. Now he's trapped. Mitchell finds Schroeder. Across court to Wade for three. It is good with the foul. Dean Wade going to head to the line for a chance at a 4-point play. This one's close to being over, folks. This one's close to being over. Towns drives, lays it up, can't get it to go. Donovan Mitchell with the board. D-Mitch across the court to Schroeder, to Wade, back to Schroeder, over to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell for three. It's good. It's a 20-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A 21-point lead. Here's some boo birds in the garden. Bridges for three off a Brunson pass. That's an air ball. The life is taken out of the world's most famous arena. Mitchell's trapped to Schroeder, over to Harden. Harden in the lane. He'll head to the free throw line. This is straight BTA from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Unreal. I don't know what that means, but I love it. Here's Jalen Brunson, crosses over in the lane with the left, gets it to go. JB finally gets the floater to make it a 20-point game. And Mitchell almost turns it over, but that's going to be Cleveland basketball. Donovan Mitchell averaging the third most points per game in game ones in NBA history as Evan Mobley goes right into Landry Shamet and draws a charge there. Mobley going to take a seat. Strus checking in for Cleveland. OG back in the game for the Knicks as well. Cleveland shooting 16 of 34 from the field this half. The Knicks just 8 of 26. Brunson in the lane with the left. Gets it to Towns over to Shamet for 3. It is good. Potentially some signs of life for the Knicks. Can the crowd get them back into it? Here's some signs of life. Here's Harden. He'll throw it to Mitchell. Donovan crossover in the lane. Throws it away. And the Knicks might have something going here, but that is going to be a TV timeout. Let's see if the Knicks can come out of this, and let's see if they're able to make this a bit of a game. It was a 20-point game with 7 minutes to go. If Cleveland loses this, boy, oh boy, would that be bad. Boy, oh boy, would that be a disaster. For the final time tonight, going to tell you guys about our sponsor of today's show, which is Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Prize Picks is available in all 50 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, Texas, New York, and Ohio as well. They put their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, and Cash App for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. I absolutely love playing Prize Picks. We love playing Prize Picks over here at Chat Sports. We've got a lineup for you guys for tonight's game. It's a 4-player entry to win $410. Evan Mobley more points, rebounds, and assists there. Jalen Brunson more than 21.5 points. James Harden more than 6.5 assists. And Karl-Anthony Towns less than 18.5 points. You can go copy those picks or use them as inspiration for your own picks. Just please do it over at Prize Picks. Easy, super easy. Just download the app. Use code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. One more time, that is code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That link is in the live chat, the comments, and the description of today's show. Shout out to our homies over at Prize Picks. Go get started with them today. Support the show, support the channel, support the sponsor. Shout out to Prize Picks. The Knicks showing a little sign of life here, but is it too late? Is it too late for the Knicks? Is it too late for the Knicks? Towns able to bake it home out of the timeout. Harden driving, step back, shot clock expires, no good. Towns with the board. It's a 15-point game. Can they continue to chop into this lead here? Scoop layup for Jalen Brunson is good. It's a 13-point game. The Knicks are storming back. A 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Is Cleveland tightening a little bit? Harden misses the free throw. With Cleveland already in the bonus with 5:36 remaining in the quarter. And Harden gets that one to go too. So it's 94-80. We'll update the score here as soon as we can. Our software is struggling a little bit. Jalen Brunson. JB crossing over. JB off the glass and in. Jalen Brunson heating up. Wanted the foul call, doesn't get it. It's a 12-point game. $94-82 the score. Anunoby called for a foul. Cleveland about to head for the free throw line once again. Jarrett Allen misses the free throw. 94-82, 5 minutes left in the ball game. Allen misses again. Cat with the board. Uh-oh. Here's Jalen Brunson, guarded by Harden. JB calls for a clear out. Brunson, between the legs. Pull-up jumper is good. Uh-oh, Jalen Brunson's hot, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, one of the best closers in the league. Knicks on a 13-1 run. 10-point game. MSG crowd back in it. Here's Donovan Mitchell driving on Shamet. He'll spin to find Mobley. Mobley, guarded by Towns. Now it's out with Harden with 5. Harden, step back, 3, air ball. Oh, the New York Knicks are making a comeback, folks. Ben Stiller loving it. Courtside. Cleveland just 2 of 8 from the field in this quarter. Here's JB. Drives. He's stifled by Harden. Going to try to go at him again, this time with the right. He does in the lane. Off the glass and in again. Jalen Brunson is on fire. It's an 8-point game. Donovan Mitchell on the other end. Finds Shamet, or he's guarded by Shamet, excuse me. He'll cross him over. Step back 3 for Mitchell. Rims out. Towns with the board again. Oh my goodness. Jalen Brunson with it. They get the switch. It's Brunson on Harden again. JB for 3. Good! bringing the New York Knicks back to life. It's a 5-point game as JB has caught fire. Unbelievable. 94-89. Jalen Brunson is going nuclear. It was a 20-point game with 7 minutes left. It is a 5-point game with 4:20 remaining. Rashard Lee says, James Harden, come on, please. You're rooting for the Knicks, Rashard? Who you got? NYK for the Knicks. CLE for Cleveland. CLE for Cleveland. Who you got? Towns get 2 more points and Knicks win. Rashard says, I'd take Harden out. He's been horrible. Harden is having a nightmare of a game 1 here for Cleveland. He's getting cooked by Brunson in this 4th quarter. And he is not performing great on the offensive end. Just 10 points in this game, I believe. Who do you got? Unbelievable. I can't believe. This was a 20-point game with 7 minutes to go. And then Jalen Brunson has gone absolutely nuclear. He is the sole reason the Knicks are in this position right now. Can they complete the comeback? Knicks are 8 of their last 9 from the field. Out of the timeout, here is Merrill in the corner to Mobley. It's back to Merrill now. Merrill driving with the left. Caught in the lane by Bridges, out to Mobley for 3. It's good. Oh, what a big shot by Evan Mobley, who is able to stop the bleeding and gets that one to go. 3 minutes left in the game. Cavaliers up 8. It's with Anunoby now. OG drives in the lane, gets Jarrett Allen caught in the air. And OG will have 2 free throws here. OG makes the first. and misses the second. But we're going to have a foul called on Sam Merrill. Scott Foster from across the court makes the call. The Knicks bench went nuts as the close official didn't see it. But Foster gets the call. And that is the correct call. Absolutely it is. Yeah, 100% that's the correct call. Brunson inbounds Anunoby. Right back to JB. Here is Brunson driving right. Brunson funneled into a double team behind the net over to Bridges in the corner. Bridges drives across the lane. Nowhere to go. Bridges has to put it up. Oh! Mikel Bridges! As the shot clock expires! Gets it to go! The Knicks on a 22-4 run! It's a 4-point game! Here's Mitchell. He's trapped. It's over to Merrill. Now it's Harden with the deep three off the back of the rim. Rebound Shamet. Oh my goodness, if the Knicks win this game. What a choke from Cleveland. Here's OG. Shot fake, gets his man to... Oh, and there's going to be an offensive foul that is called on Karl-Anthony Towns. OG beat his man. And then Towns is called for an offensive foul down low. Yeah, absolutely. Towns is grabbing onto Jarrett Allen's arm. That's the correct call. Mitchell on the other end. Scoop layup. No good. Tip in. Jarrett Allen gets it to go. Big bucket for Jarrett Allen. 6-point game. 1:45 left. OG, 4-3. No good. Mobley with the board. Mobley gets it into the hands of Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland up 6, 90 seconds left. Here is Donovan Mitchell to Mobley in the lane. Jumper, no good. Allen tried to get the rebound, but Knicks come down with it. Brunson quickly up the right side. Gets trapped immediately. JB throws it in the corner to Bridges for three. It's good! Mikel Bridges with 2 threes. It's a 3-point game here. Here's Donovan Mitchell. Screen from Mobley in the lane. Tried to throw it up an alley-oop for Allen. That's out of bounds. It is Knicks ball with a minute to go. The Knicks could tie this game up with a minute left. Unbelievable what we're seeing. To be one of the greatest comebacks in playoff history. Down 20 with 7 left. Down 22 with 7 left. They trap Brunson over to Shamet for the tie! Gets it to go! It rattles around the rim! It's a tie game at 99! The Garden is going feral! Oh my goodness! Harden driving, spinning, fading, shooting, scoring! Harden, bad game, huge bucket. 25 seconds to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Cavs up 2. Brunson in the lane. Off the glass and in. 101 all. Final shot for Cleveland. Are we going to OT or will Cleveland win it? Here's Harden with 7 seconds. Gonna get a screen from Merrill. They trap Harden. Merrill for 3! Oh, it rims out! And the Knicks force overtime! Unbelievable! A 22-point lead pissed away by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we are headed for free basketball. That is unbelievable. We've got free basketball for the second straight night. Spam those OTs. Spam those OTs. These conference finals have been absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Holy moly. A 22-point lead. A 22-point lead. Blown. Double OT last night. We're getting at least a free 5 minutes here tonight in this one, with it tied up at 101 heading into overtime. I see my guy Kenny slaying Cat. King Duke. Unbelievable. Thought it was over. Thought it was over. Oh my goodness. All knotted up at 101. What a game. What a fourth quarter. Cleveland it was a 30-8 run by the Knicks in the final 7 minutes and change to force overtime. Jalen Brunson with 15 points in the fourth quarter. Sensational from JB. Sensational from JB. Jarrett Allen and Cat. And Cat wins the tip, and off we go in overtime. McBride's got 5. Brunson and Towns have 4 fouls each. OG in the lane! Oh, tried to end Harden's life. But Harden fouls him, and OG can't convert. OG will head to the free throw line here. OG will head to the free throw line here. OG makes the first to give the Knicks the lead. Makes the second as well. First lead of the second half for the Knicks. Mobley has it at the top of the key. Picked up his dribble. Guard needs to come help him. He gets it to Harden finally with 3 on the shot clock. Harden doesn't know it. That's a shot clock violation. Oh, Merrill actually did get it off. But Scott Foster says no, he didn't. That'll be a shot clock violation. That'll be a shot clock violation. Jalen Brunson gets the floater to go. 4-point lead for the Knicks. Ball knocked loose and picked up by JB. Brunson on the other end. waiting for his teammates. He brings it back now. Brunson, one-on-one with Harden, sizing him up, crossing it over between the legs. Brunson, step back, off the back of the rim. Offensive foul called on JB. And that's going to be number 5 on Brunson. That's number 5 on Brunson. It's the right call. Harden back to Mobley, left wide open for 3. Can't get it to go. I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers just cannot buy a bucket here, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Decker. The Cavs got to exploit JB on the defensive end. As he drives and kicks Anunoby. Anunoby drives baseline. Ball body mans his man and gets it to go. It's a 6-point lead for the Knicks. Harden got fouled. They're going to call it on the floor. He tried to foul bait to get the three-pointer, but he couldn't. Here is Mobley. Dribble handoff to Merrill. Merrill, not good spacing here. They get Harden on Brunson. Harden, guarded by Brunson. He'll step back from 3. Can't hit it. I mean, why are the Cavaliers not attacking Jalen Brunson, who finds himself open on the other end? He'll pull it out now. And they'll play one-on-one again. They're going to come trap Brunson. Brunson to OG. OG with the fake in the lane, stripped off of his knee, out of bounds. Good defensive play there and needed stop by Cleveland. They have to get a bucket, though. They're scoreless in overtime. Here's Mitchell. Donovan to Mobley for 3 again. Can't get it to go. Merrill swooped in for the board. Can't get that one to go. Up the court goes Towns. Now it's with JB. Brunson to Shamit for 3. Yep. Got it to go. It's a 9-point lead for the Knicks. And the Knicks are going to steal game 1. I'm declaring this over. I'm declaring this over. Unreal performance from the Knicks in the final 7 minutes. What a freaking comeback by the Knicks. And I'm going to miss out on prize picks by 1 Jarrett Allen bucket. What a performance by the Knicks in the fourth quarter and overtime. Make sure you guys go get started with prize picks today. Use code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Right there. Right there. Right there. Now that's crazy, Kenny. Ty, man, that's a tough one. It's a tough one to take. Tough one to take. Strus fires for 3 out of the timeout, and they finally get a quick 3, does Cleveland. The first bucket of OT for the Cavs. And the Knicks will burn one of their timeouts here now. These teams, what do you mean these teams suck? They're in the conference finals. The Pistons lost. Heat will get Giannis if the Knicks win this series. I don't think that has any bearing on whether they get Giannis or not. I can still see the Heat getting him as well. I can see the Heat getting him regardless. Brunson with the screen on Anunoby. Anunoby now at the top. He'll get it back to Brunson in the lane. He's wide open. JB misses the floater. The tip is missed. And a loose ball foul is going to be called here on Merrill with 90 seconds remaining. Shamit to inbound as that was a foul to give. They get it to Brunson. He's guarded closely by Strus. Brunson, jab steps, trapped to Anunoby, shot fake in the corner. That's out of... They call another foul on Merrill. Oh my God, I thought it was going to be out of bounds. As with less than 5 seconds left in the shot clock, Max Merrill commits another foul. Sam Merrill commits another foul. And this will result in free throws for the Knicks. Up 6. You are correct on that, Major Anthony Nelson, as neither of these teams will beat either of the West teams. OG misses the first free throw, though. Three of 5 from the line tonight is Anunoby. Makes the second one. So it's a 104-111 game. Oh, and Strus gets poked from behind. OG with the steal. Knicks ball. Knicks can ice it here. Brunson calls for the clear out. And kicked ball as Merrill deflects it. That's going to be a reset to the shot clock of 14. Yes, Mr. Nelson, we're going to be rotating during the Western Conference Finals and Finals. We'll have myself, we'll have Nic Rohloff, we'll have Patrick Seatman, we'll have Tyler Smith. All of us will be here chilling on Chat Sports, watching the conference finals and finals with y'all. Jalen Brunson grabs the ball. 12 seconds on the shot clock. In the lane, kicks it out. OG for the dagger. Air ball. Out of bounds. 51.5 seconds remaining. Cleveland has to go quick. Down 7. Here's Harden in the lane. Dumps it off to Mobley. Turns it over. James Harden's had a horseshit game, man. James Harden's been awful. James Harden has been awful. OG at the line, makes the first. Here's Evan Mobley. He is fouled by OG. 9-point lead for the Knicks. Out of bounds. Three-pointer no good. Knicks up 9 with 31 seconds. And it is over. The Knicks steal game 1 from the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. Unreal. First free throw good. Second one good as well. 11-point game. Mobley, a pull-up three. It's no good. Brunson, the rebound. They're going to foul him for no reason. They don't call the foul, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it. The New York Knicks, a 22-point comeback as Jalen Brunson takes it in. The rest of the Knicks take it in. What a comeback win by the Knicks. And what a treat we have gotten in these first 2 games of the conference finals. Unbelievable. That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. The final score, the New York Knicks 115, the Cleveland Cavaliers 104. Largest playoff comeback win since 1970, where they ended the game on a 44-1 run. That's insane. All right, y'all. That will do it for today's stream. Appreciate Jeremy Chugs for stepping in for me. Appreciate all of y'all for tuning in to the show. We'll be back for game 2 on Thursday evening. We'll be back tomorrow night for game 2 of the Western Conference Finals with myself and Patrick Seatman. Come check us out. See you guys soon here on the channel. Peace out, hoop heads.